I really come from a household of, you could say, drug abuse, a lot of aggression, and it really impacted me to the way that I didn't want to bring that up on my children. Hence the reason when I knew I needed help 4 years ago, I reached out to NCT Parents in Mind, and honestly, since then I've never looked back. It's been such an eye opener, especially with the training of how childhood can affect the way we parent now. It's honestly one of the best things I ever did and still continue to do. The the joy that it brought me, the help that it brought me, the support that it gave me, and to actually give that back now is amazing.
Wonderful, mate. When you first came to us 4 years ago, when you first came to Parents in Mind, um, what was happening for you? How were you? What made you want to seek help?
There was quite a lot. I never thought that postnatal depression in men was a thing until I actually found myself getting so worked up with the kids, especially the youngest, who was just born. It was the constant crying that would ring in your ears for hours, and then it was my aggression that come along with that, the screaming, the shouting, and it was only at the point where my partner said, "You've got postnatal depression. You need to find help." That was that eye opener where it was right. I need to do this, and she said, "If you don't, you're going to lose us."
Wow.
And it was that realization of what I've created could go within an instant just because of my actions. And again, looking back at my childhood, it was brought from my childhood. That's all I ever knew: aggression, anger. Um, so yeah, that was the moment I realized that I really, really needed help.
Just to do a quick explanation, we have like a WhatsApp group where you can check in, and you also have a weekly Zoom chat. And I'm guessing it's quite a nervous space to walk into the first time. You don't know anyone, you don't know what they're going to be like, how they're going to act. How did you feel when you first got involved or first connected?
At first, I received a phone call off Kath, I think it was at the time, and she said to me, "There's a WhatsApp group that's going on that we're piloting for dads. How would you feel about joining that?" And I was like, "I don't work well in group settings at all. Therapies where you sit down in groups was never a thing of mine. I mean, I was offered talking therapies in groups through the NHS. I did it once, I was offered it again, and I was like, no, not a chance."
Yeah.
And she said, "There's no pressure on it. Just turn up, even if you don't want to talk. You don't have to. Just potter around, see what people are talking about."
Mm.
And I thought, you know what? I will. I'll pop my head in virtually, um, and just see what it's all about. And I think it was you and Andy at the time, and I think Rob. No, I think it was two Robs actually that were the volunteers, and I was like, I honestly couldn't kind of separate the volunteers from the service users. It was, but hang on, they're all struggling here. Who's who, what, who? Yeah, that's what was going on in my head,
Yeah.
and that just made it such an easy place to kind of offload,
Yeah.
to spill my guts
Mhm. Yeah.
about how I'm feeling, and just to feel normal for a bit, that other people have felt it, we're feeling it, are going to feel it. Um, that that was the best support ever. Just to feel like you're not alone.
Yeah.
No one's paid to listen to you, but yeah, just to feel like the because they got a passion to help
Mhm.
dads,
Yeah. Yeah.
and in turn that helps the families. So yeah, I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I really, really, really would.
Yeah. I think that's what I always loved about the group was that it never felt any kind of hierarchy or anything. We were all just in the same space, sharing what we'd experienced. And it was only because some of us had maybe older children that we'd been where the service users had been a few years previous,
Yeah,
that we'd come through it. And actually, what we enjoyed about the space was there was no judgment. No one was gonna like ridicule you for feeling how you felt. It was like, actually, that's pretty normal. Yeah, I definitely felt like that.
yeah,
And to me, it just made it normal. It normalized it. It wasn't a big deal.
it did.
You know what I mean? That's how it felt for
Yeah,
me. We normalized having those experiences and being able to talk. And that's all I ever wanted, was to just give people like yourself an opportunity to share.
yeah. And honestly, I would say for anyone who does feel like they need support, especially, well, I think we only do dads at the minute, but reach out. NCT, the dads group are absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
Some of the friendships that you can form in there, some of the chats that you have. I mean, we've got the WhatsApp group now that runs 24/7,
yeah,
you
yeah,
could say. And even if you're just on a low, you pop in and say, "Listen, guys, I'm on a low today." There's someone will pop up with a daft meme or someone that normally Adam.
yeah,
Um, and that honestly just puts that smile on your face for a bit.
yeah,
But then you get the others that will happily hold a nice conversation with you to say, you know what, come on, let's touch on this. Let's have a look at what's going on, how we can fix this.
yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say fix it, but how we can get through it.
What I love about it also is, um, sometimes you don't need a fix. You don't need anyone to give you the answer. You just need someone to sit and listen while you articulate what you're feeling or what you've experienced. And
Yeah,
even that in itself is a relief. Even that in itself, knowing that you can articulate well what you're experiencing,
yeah,
can change the process. So you no longer feel underneath it. You kind of feel like, oh no, actually, I understand this. And sharing it with you or other people gives me just that sense of, I'm not alone and I'm not a victim of this. To share, just to share the difficult times. And like you said, we have a laugh. We always have a laugh in the group, but we also don't mind getting serious and talking about things that are painful. And there's no judgment.
exactly.
It's okay to be vulnerable in that space. And I think
Yeah,
that's what really makes it special. So you're now a volunteer. So you're now a mentor to new dads.
I am. I
You
am.
offer your experiences and your wisdom and your um, listening ear to other people. So how does that feel? How does that compare? I know you went through the training.
It's really rewarding. You never think that, just you being that listening ear to someone could make a difference. But just seeing some of the lads that just start the group, you build them connections with each other. We go on the walks every month, and there's always someone that'll turn around and go, thank you for what you said, thank you for this, thank you for that." It's one of the most rewarding. I wouldn't even say it's hard either. It's it's natural. Just opening your ear, giving someone your shoulder, talking through your experiences.
Yeah,
Honestly, I know I keep saying it. I'd do it over and over again, and I'll continue doing it until there's nothing left in me.
yeah,
But I feel like I am in debt to the NCT for really changing my life, the kids' lives, even my relationship with my partner. That is so much better from when I started the NCT. And to know that it might not work for everyone, but the people who continue in the group as of now and will join the group in the future and continue in the future, just to know that I'm helping make their life just that little bit easier
yeah,
is, yeah, you just, words can't describe
yeah.
the feeling you get from it.
Definitely. No, I completely agree. I love what you've just said. That's really, really powerful. That, because it's just the smallest gestures, like you said. It doesn't have to be a massive thing. It's even just listening while someone vents about feelings like they're struggling. having a hard time, and that maybe they're surprised. Maybe they thought being a dad was going to be this magical, happy journey, and they're not feeling that. And to have someone else reflect that and say, "That's okay. I felt the same way." Um, and it's human connection, like what you're delivering. You're not indebted. You don't owe anyone anything because actually we just pay it forward. Like we receive care and we receive love, and then we pass it on, and it just grows. And knowing that that's impacted you and your life and your family is incredible, just incredible.
It is, and I mean, you could even speak to the kids. They say all the time, like if they see maybe you on a video or a talk about you, they're like, "He did something for you, didn't he, Dad?" I'm like, "Do you know what? Yes, he did. He did a lot for me, and he did a lot for you too." And it's the same with the other lads. Even the non-volunteers,
Mm.
even the service users, they can even have an impact on me still
Yeah, yeah,
from what I'm going through. It's that sharing the stories, supporting each other.
yeah.
It's yeah,
Love it. It's massive, you know. Sometimes we need to give ourselves credit because the previous generation to us were had similar struggles, but didn't have the emotional tools to necessarily address it or process things. Um, and I was speaking to another guy recently, and it's almost like if you had a caterpillar and you had a butterfly, and then the caterpillar doesn't know it's going to become a butterfly, but then here we are in the middle doing the gritty work with the past and the future, so that our kids can maybe have a better chance, and they will have their struggles, but maybe they will have even more tools to deal with it.
that's it. Yeah, and even just normalizing the feelings for them.
Yeah,
We feel anger, we feel frustration. I know that's why I joined the group.
yeah,
Um, but just to normalize them feelings for the kids as well, to know, to let them know that it's okay to feel like that. It's okay to get frustrated. It's how you deal with it. And again, that's what the group's for.
yeah.
It's how we deal with things. And honestly, it's just talking through it.
You know, you're amazing. It's been an
Oh,
absolute
thank you.
joy watching your journey. It really has. It's one of my. It really inspires me every day, knowing that where you've come from and where you are now. It's a wonderful thing to experience. Have you got any advice for a new dad who's listening or is watching this and maybe they're at the point where they're real, even admitting they're struggling can be hard. So maybe they're at the point where they're thinking, actually, I don't feel great and I don't really know what to do.
There's always someone out there that's in the same boat as you. There's there's never an easy fix. There's never that person who can come and change spark plugs and make it better in your mind. It's if we stick together, we break that stigma. It's men struggle too, especially dads. It's hard having children. If just pop into the group, reach out. Even if it's not the group, just talking therapies. It can make things so much. I wouldn't say easier, but you could say lighten the load a little bit. It opens that mind space for you to actually think, normalize how you're feeling, to actually feel normal for a bit.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'd point towards the NCT. That worked for me. If you feel like you're struggling, there's always support out there, and the NCT is honestly for me one of the biggest.
Yeah.
So good luck,
Hmm.
but yes, reach out, please.
Definitely. Oh, Aaron, thank you so much, mate. Thank you so
You're
much.
very
I
welcome.
do agree with you. I think the power of peer-to-peer support is incredible because you know that they're a like-minded person who's experienced
Yeah,
what you've experienced. But Aaron, a massive, massive thank you. And it's
you're
lovely to
very welcome.
thank you for joining us tonight. And I hope
You're welcome.
okay, mate. Take care.
You too.